Hello, Evergreen Runners. On behalf of the athletic department, I want to welcome you to this 2020 very unusual cross-country season. Even though we had to go virtual, it doesn't mean that we're not going to be able to do our drills, our challenges, the sprints, the longer runs, and most of all, we are still going to have a lot of fun together. For the following 16 sessions, we will be working together on a number of areas. We will always start with a fun warm-up, sometimes even hilarious, and then work on our sprints, on getting faster, on acceleration, balance, flexibility, agility, and of course on the bread and butter of cross country, which is long distance running. We brought together some new coaches, and we are bringing back also some of the historic beloved coaches that you had in order to share this experience with you. They have done and are doing some of the video drills, but some of them will be able to also participate in the live sessions. That way you get to interact, ask questions, and get some advice. Okay, I hope you're ready to start with our first session. And again, on behalf of the athletic department, I want to wish you a super fun virtual cross-country season. And Rod, take it from here. Thank you and see you soon.
Okay, so welcome to this session, Cross Country Warriors. It's great to see you again today. So, what we're going to jump into right away is our warm-up. Again, you can do basically all of these drills in whatever space you have. I'll show what you can be doing in a fairly confined space. Again, if you have more, you can just extend. First thing we're going to do, of course, is we're going to go for a jog. Not a sprint, not even a run. This should be slow. We're just getting our warms, saying, hey, wake up again, okay? So, to do that, again, we're just going to go heel-toe, nice and easy. Just go around. We're going in circles, nice and easy. And because this can get pretty repetitious, if it's a small space, maybe go the other way, counterclockwise and clockwise. Okay, so do that for about 2 minutes. That's going to get the heart pumping a little bit. Then we're going to get into like the more dynamic part of the warm-up. So let's go to our jumping jacks to start with. We're going to do a set of 10. Then we're going to jump into a set of 10 of our seal claps. And again, 10 of our crisscrosses. When you're going, do it all the way. This is not a jumping jack. This is a jumping jack, right? So here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to claps now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crisscross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do 2 more sets of that, 2 more sets. That's going to get the heart pumping real nice now. Okay, now to get our legs really ready for our warm-up. We're going to start now with our high knees. High knees, you are not trying to run fast, you're trying to be quick. So you're not trying to cover distance, but you want to be thinking about getting your knees all the way up to your chest. Use your arms while you do this. You're pumping the arms all the way through. Here we go. Notice I'm not going very far. Okay? You want to do that probably about 45 seconds to a minute. Okay? Then, we're going to work now our toe taps. Everything should be on the front part of the foot, what we call the balls of the feet. Again, focus on staying nice form. Again, using the arms. Think about it as kind of slapping the ground with the front of your foot. Okay. Again, 45 seconds to a minute of that. Next up, what we're going to do is butt kicks. These are fair because they are exactly what they sound like. You're trying to kick your own butt. Work the arms in again. Okay. Finally, everybody's favorite, the bicycle. Also putting it all together. A lot of you asked us to do it last year for the last practice. The coaching staff. Here we go. Come at you and then do it side by side. This is a high knee, toe tap into a butt kick. And here we go. Okay? If you do it right, it should look like you're riding a bicycle, and you're trying to work in all three elements. At this point, you might be breathing a little bit hard. Take a break just to walk it off. And that's our warm-up. We're ready to get to running here in a minute. Go.
And now we're ready to present to you Bram, our new virtual coach for the year and our new TA at Evergreen. He's gonna kick it off with some zigzag running for agility.
All right, guys, next we're going to do some agility drills. We're going to do 3 rounds of zigzag runs. The first one, the cones behind me are going to be in a straight line, and you're just going to take it nice and slow so you get a feel for the zigzag. Then when you get to the end of the cones, you run straight back. On the next round, you're going to take it a little bit faster, working into the weaving and the agility piece. Then we're going to move the cones for the last round to split them out more and increase the agility and the sharper cuts. All right, here we go. Okay. Woo. All right, so those are the 3 different rounds of the agility zigzag run. Nice job, guys.
Hi friends, welcome. It's time for the Animal Challenge. Today we're going to be working our core strength and our agility by doing the Gecko Challenge. If you've ever seen a gecko, they move pretty quickly and they zigzag all over the place. Let's see if you can do it too. Ready? Gotta get down on the ground and we're gonna and then increase. Now, Gator Challenge is really going to be working on stretching our muscles out. Because gators move big and slow. Get ready. Gator. Give it a good gator stretch. Basking in the sun. The Chameleon Challenge. Chameleons blend in with their surroundings. So we're going to see how well we can blend into some things around us. First, let's find a table. Blend in with the table. Good job, friends. Now, we're going to morph and turn into a chair. Find a chair. All right. Now, we're going to level up a little bit, and we're going to morph into a lamp. Let's go kind of easy first. And if you're feeling like an extra challenge, you can pick up 1 foot and be a fancy chandelier. Yeah!
All right, guys, next we're going to be doing red light, green light. We've set up a course that's in an M shape behind me, and on this first round, I'm going to be running forward and then around each of the cones. I have Kai over here who's going to be signaling me. When he says green light and lifts the green cone, I get to move. When he lifts the red cone and says red light, I got to stop. If Kai catches me moving when he goes to red light, I have to go back to the previous cone. But that's why I have these cones throughout, so they're kind of like checkpoints. If I make a mistake at some point, I only have to go back to the previous checkpoint. All right, let's try this out. Green light. made a mistake, so I have to go back to my previous checkpoint. Green light. Red light. Green light. Okay, so good. That was round 1. On round 2, I'm going to always be facing the camera. So on the cones where I'm moving back to front, I'm running forward. On the cones where I'm moving front to back, I'm going to back pedal. Here goes. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. All right, guys. That'll be your breath movement. Good job.
Some drills are really great because they really have a combination of the skills that we're looking for. This particular one is called the star drill, and it combines agility, jumping ability, quickness, balance, and power. So what we've set up is a set of 4 cones, and we're going to stand inside of it and really hop inside and outside. The really advanced version is to do it with 1 foot. But let's try with a simple version. I'm going to stand inside the cone, and we're going to do just up to the side, hop back. Again, up to the side, hop back. And we're going to do maybe back and forth. Hop in front, hop back, and front. Okay? Maybe let's do a combo of 4. So I'm going to call them north, south, west, and east. So let's try to do a simple circle. So north, west, south, east. Let's go the other way. North, east, south, west. All right, let's do it as a plus sign. So I'm going to go north, south, and then west, east. Here we go. All right, let's try the more advanced version. We're going to go with 1 foot only. Let's try the lateral first. Good. Try with the other leg. You will find that one leg is better than the other at doing this. So we certainly want to balance. Now let's go back and forth. And let's try with the other foot. Good. All right. The most challenging one is if you're going to be going a circle. So now let's try first with the right foot, north, west, south, east. All right, here you go. And then switch. All right. See what all kinds of shapes you could do, and try to do several repetitions so that you're also working on your endurance.
All right, guys. Now we're getting to it. This is the big meal, the meat of cross country. And that is, we're going to do our first run for a little bit of distance. So this is going to be our 3-minute run. This is going to be our new baseline for the season. So basically what I want you to do is just run for the duration of 3 minutes. For myself, I've set up a little course behind me, but we can do it in whatever space we have. If that's running in place in your room or running around your backyard, whatever it is, I just want you to hit those full 3 minutes. And then while we're doing that, we're going to make sure to do 6 big effort jumps. So that can be a squat jump, or that can be a high knees jump, whatever it is. All right, here, I'm going to run through it myself. All right, so we got our 6 jumps, and in real life, this would actually be a full 3 minutes, but we'll do that together in the live session. Nice job, guys.
Okay, so now we've done most of like the activities that we would do in a typical practice, right? We did our warm-up, dynamic warm-up, got ourselves good and warm, and you know, some little bit of heavy breathing is actually pretty good for that. Then we did sort of more training, actual running, which is kind of what cross country seems to be about, and you know, maybe some other activities. This is the part now where we actually, towards the end of practice, are going to do what we call core work, okay? And this is going to be true for virtually any athletic maneuver you're trying to do, whether you're a downhill skier, football player, basketball player, water polo player, and yes, of course, a cross-country runner. What you really want is not just strong legs, but strong all the way in your core. So the core basically means everything kind of from upper legs up through kind of your chest, even the shoulder area, and definitely this part in here. So we're going to do a few exercises just to work on that. We're going to focus today on really good movement, good technique, okay? We're not trying to do as many as we possibly can to start with, rather we're trying to make everything we do really well done. So we're going to start off with the most basic push-up. To start off with this, we're just going to put hands approximately shoulder width apart. There are variations on this one I'm going to show you, but for this, we're simply going to go straight down, and notice we're not going to go out with the elbows. We're going to go straight in a plane with your body with the elbows. So we're just going to go down, get our chest to touch the ground, back up. That's just a 1 right there, okay? The side view. Whenever we're doing these exercises, think flat back, flat butt, okay? We're keeping everything nice and straight. So the exact same push-up from the side view would look like this. We're bringing everything down to the ground, everything back up. We're keeping the whole body straight as we do that. To start off with, if you can even do like 6 of those, or heck, even 4 of those, you're already in great shape. The goal is to maybe add 1 or 2 each practice as you go. If you can't do a full-on push-up like that, the modification, which is also great, is you start from the knees, but you're still thinking flat back, flat butt. We're still going to go down and back up. Okay? Now, keep things moving. There are other types of upper body things we can do. I'll show you some variations on, for example, those push-ups. But what we're going to do now is, usually after we get our arms going for one set, it's nice to kind of rest the arms while you do a different part of the body. So now, we're doing the most basic work on our abs. How much would you love to have a 6-pack, right? When you go to the beach in the summer, when we're allowed to go back to the beach. Well, to do that, we're going to start off with something you can actually do anywhere. You can do while watching TV, while watching a movie. It's very simply, you start on your back, and you're literally just going to raise your feet about 6 inches off the ground, like so. And we're going to hold it. Notice we're not way up here. We're not kind of twisting. We're trying to keep ourselves nice and tight here in the abs. Again, focus on good form. Even if you only do this for like 5 or 10 seconds, that's good. Eventually, then you want to keep adding time. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. You might notice I'm shaking a little bit. That's totally common when you do an exercise like that. From the side, again, it should just look like this. And even better, if you can take your arms a little bit off the ground. You're right now trying to keep everything in here nice and tight and get strong in there. Okay? Those are the 2 most basic core exercises that we can start with and do. And again, after doing your abs, you can go right back to doing more of the push-up exercises. You got a little bit of a rest. Go back to your arms. Even if you do like 2 sets of push-ups, 2 sets of those abs, you're already in great shape. That's a great start to how we get our core workout. All right, great job, everybody. First of all, we're going to do stretches that you can do on the ground. The most basic one, taking care of some of our really big muscle groups, is literally just, let me do this at an angle so you can see both. We have our feet together, and we're going to think first about the idea of just touching our toes and gradually moving to where our nose starts aiming for the knees. We do not bob up and down. Just nice and easy. And we're just going to try to hold that for about 30 seconds, but without bouncing. We can then do sort of an extension of that by widening our legs a little bit. This is going to get both the hamstrings as well as parts of our inner parts. And we'll do one that, for our groin stretch here in a moment. Okay, we're just going to try to go nice and easy, and we're not going to bounce. We're just trying to think about getting our nose towards the ground. Again, try to hold that for about 30 seconds. Okay, the next one is, this works the inner part of your legs. It's called a groin stretch. This is actually really, really important. One of the muscle groups you do not ever want to strain, and definitely not do worse, is the groin, because those injuries last for a while. To do this, we're just going to do, it looks like a butterfly with the legs. We want to pull our heels as close as we can to our body. That's more important than trying to get our knees all the way to the ground. We're going to gently press now with our elbows down on our thigh and our knees. And again, just hold. You should feel that in the inner part of the groin. Okay, those are important. Last two. One of the biggest muscles you have, gluteus maximus. This is known as the butt stretch. It literally is just me going to, I'm going to do this in front of you now. Take one leg, wrap it over the other, take the arm, so left arm over right knee, you're going to push with your arm this way, but twist the other direction. You should actually start to feel that here in the back of this leg. Hold that for 30 seconds, then just reverse it and twist. This one takes some practice before you start to feel it. Go ahead and experiment a little bit, but that's a really important muscle group to do. Lastly, back of your legs, the calves. This looks like a push-up just without the up and down. What you're going to do is, we're going to do this from the back now. You're going to keep our feet on the ground and just hold like so, and we're just going to hold nice and safe for about 30 seconds. Then, take your right foot, put it on around your back, left ankle, hold that for 30 seconds. Again, we're trying to keep heel on the ground. You should be feeling that nicely out back here. Reverse that, put this here. I'm feeling that right, oops, I can't keep my balance though, on the very back there. And again, hold for 30 seconds. That's going to knock out so many of the important muscle groups in your legs. When we start doing standing stretches in our next session, I'll show you some great stretches you can do standing up, as well as the most probably important muscle you have for sports, up here, the quads. Great job, Rudy.